Welcome to Epochs Across Eras, where we trace how ancient civilizations shaped the world we know today. In this episode, we explore not the rise or fall of a dynasty, but its legacy. The Shang Dynasty, which ruled from around 1600 to 1046 BCE, left behind more than tombs and bronzes. It laid the groundwork for many aspects of Chinese civilization that endured for millennia. Writing, rituals, social hierarchy, ancestor worship, and statecraft. These weren't lost when the Shang fell. They were inherited, adapted, and passed down through generations. From the Zhou to the Han, echoes of Shang ideas lived on. Join us as we uncover how the Shang helped define what it meant to be Chinese, influencing dynasties long after their own had turned to dust. When dynasties fall, do their ideas die with them? Not always. In the case of the Shang, their legacy proved stronger than their walls. Though overthrown by the Zhou, the Shang's influence seeped into the foundations of later Chinese culture. Their rituals became tradition, their writing became standard. Their bronze craft inspired future artistry, and their worldview helped shape an entire civilization. But what exactly did the Shang leave behind? And how did their practices evolve in the hands of later dynasties? Today, we explore how a Bronze Age dynasty helped write the long story of China. One of the most enduring Shang contributions was their writing system. Oracle bone inscriptions represent the earliest known form of Chinese script. These characters weren't random, they were structured, stylized, and meaningful. Many are directly related to characters still in use today. The Shang writing system used logographs where symbols represent entire words or ideas. Characters for sun, rain, crops, ancestors, and kings appear frequently, especially in divinatory contexts. Over time, these pictorial forms evolved into the modern Chinese script, but their core structure, word-symbol correspondence, remained consistent. The Zhou dynasty adopted and expanded Shang writing for inscriptions on bronze vessels. By the Han period, a standardized script known as clerical script took hold, but it still bore the DNA of Shang origins. Through writing, the Shang passed on not just words, but ways of thinking. Record-keeping, communication with ancestors, legal decrees, and historical memory all began with inscribed bones and turtle shells. The Shang didn't just leave a language, they created a framework that allowed China's cultural continuity to flourish for millennia. Perhaps the most powerful spiritual legacy of the Shang dynasty is ancestor worship. The Shang believed their ancestors remained active after death, capable of blessing or cursing the living. This belief wasn't just personal, it was political. Kings ruled not only with human authority, but with the mandate of their ancestors. Rituals played a central role in maintaining this relationship. Bronze vessels, incense offerings, and sacrificial rites were used to honor the spirits and seek guidance. These ceremonies followed precise formulas, reflecting both devotion and hierarchy. The Zhou retained many of these ritual elements, modifying them to fit their own ideology. While they condemned human sacrifice, they preserved the ancestral temples and ceremonial offerings. The Confucian tradition, which would dominate Chinese thought for centuries, also absorbed Shang-style ancestor reverence. In Confucian ethics, filial piety and family lineage became essential virtues, an echo of Shang's spiritual values. Even today, offerings at tombs, festivals like Qingming, and the importance of family names all trace back to Shang ideas. The way the Shang honoured the dead shaped how future generations understood duty, identity, and continuity. In a very real sense, the Shang taught China how to remember and why it mattered. The Shang Dynasty also left a lasting impression on Chinese governance and social organisation. At its core was a hierarchical society, kings at the top, nobles beneath them, artisans and warriors below, and peasants forming the foundation. This layered structure influenced how the Zhou and later dynasties organised their own systems of control. Shang kings legitimised their rule through both bloodline and ritual authority. Their close relationship with spiritual power, shown through divination, sacrifices, and temple ceremonies, became a model for how rulers could command both earthly and cosmic order. Later dynasties refined these ideas. The Zhou introduced the mandate of heaven, but preserved the notion that rulers must align with cosmic balance. The imperial cults of the Han, Tang, and beyond also echoed Shang ritualistic kingship, though often on a grander scale. Shang bronze inscriptions, which recorded victories and offerings, evolved into state chronicles. Their approach to memory, linking history to legitimacy, shaped Chinese historiography itself. Even urban planning, with palace temple layouts and burial zones, carried forward the Shang sense of sacred geography. The idea that the state should reflect both hierarchy and harmony was born in the Shang court and carried through centuries of Chinese political thought. The Shang dynasty may have ended in flames, but their ideas burned brightly through the ages. They gave China its first writing, its ritual language, and its vision of cosmic order. They taught generations how to worship ancestors, structure society, and remember the past. Even as dynasties rose and fell, Shang traditions echoed through temples, palaces, and homes. In writing, ritual, and worldview, the Shang weren't just a beginning, they were a blueprint. Their influence shaped the foundations of Chinese identity, making them not merely a chapter in history, but part of China's cultural DNA. To study the Shang is to understand the roots of a civilization that continues to honor its ancient past. Their story did not end, it became tradition. Thank you for watching Epochs Across Eras. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep exploring the past to uncover the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the epochs that define us all.